jam. Bump up the jam. Bump up the jam. Subscribe, jump in. Hey y'all, it's your girl Kia Love. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. So y'all, for breakfast, I'm cooking up some hash browns, and the way that I do my hash browns is that I don't buy the store-bought ones. I literally buy a bag of potatoes, and I will chop them up, blanch them, and then freeze them, and that's what I do for my hash browns. All you need is a little bit of oil and a little bit of water to cook them, and of course some seasonings. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I like to use my favorite, y'all, I try not to use a lot of processed vegan foods, but these Beyond Meat sausages, baby, if you haven't tried these spicy Beyond Meat sausages, they are not spicy for those who don't like spicy, but they have wonderful flavor. Try these. They are so good. These are a regular. So for the main course for breakfast, I'm whipping up some French toast. And y'all, this is actually the same day that I recorded my Just Egg Part 2 review. The same day that I did that review, I whipped up some French toast and also recorded a What I Eat in a Day because I was trying to multitask. But as I was scrolling through my footage the other day, I realized I forgot to post the What I Eat in a Day from that day. So that's what this is. So if you haven't checked out my Just Egg review part 1 or part 2, I'll link those in the description box below. Part 1, you'll get to see my natural reaction because it was my first time using it. So you got to see what I thought about it, what I thought about the ingredients. I whipped up some scrambled eggs, so you'll get to see what that looks like from beginning to end, the seasonings that I use, what I thought about the texture. And then in part 2, I wanted to double back and come back and show you what it looks like to use the Just Egg to whip up some French toast and an omelet. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can check out the videos are linked in the description box below. But if you prefer a more natural vegan French toast or a more natural vegan omelet, I also have that as well. So I'll post those recipes below as well because I don't always use just eggs. So, and I know that some people prefer not to use it. So I'll link those in the description box below. But y'all, that's what this French toast is from. And yeah, I had a few strawberries, had my homemade hash browns, the Beyond Meat sausages. Y'all, I'm telling you, you have to try the Beyond Meat spicy breakfast sausage patties. So good. And if you have any friends that aren't vegan but just don't eat pork, tell them to try those. They ain't got nothing on those turkey sausages, the ones that they have in the freezer section. Yeah, nah, you don't want that. But y'all, this is the breakfast. It was so good. Now it's time for dinner. And just in case y'all are wondering, I typically only eat twice a day because I start my first meal so late in the day. I'm typically eating breakfast around lunchtime because of my schedule, and that's just naturally when my body starts to get hungry. So, yep, that's why I'm going straight to dinner. And so today I'm going to be whipping up some tacos, one of my absolute favorite meals. I'm using my vegan ground beef crumble recipe. I literally pulled it out the freezer, threw it in a pan, adding some green chilies, a little bit of taco seasoning, and some water just to get things going. Y'all, that vegan ground beef crumble recipe is so good. It's so natural, and it's super simple. It's great for like quick dinner nights. I literally freeze a batch of it, and then I keep the seasoning real light so it can be flexible for whatever meal I'm going to use it for in the future. And then I literally throw it in the pan with a little bit of nonstick spray, season it up, and boom, there you go. It's so easy, y'all. You can check that out. I'll put the link in the description box below. And then for these tacos, I also decided to add a little bit of refined coconut oil. Now, the refined coconut oil, do not use unrefined, because if you use unrefined, it's going to taste like coconut. It's totally going to mess up your tacos. Use refined coconut oil. And the purpose for that is to give that greasy ground beef tacos. So if you're the type of person that used to love those greasy ground beef tacos, y'all, I just, yeah, throwing in that refined coconut oil sets it off. So look at this, y'all. Look at this. It's so good. It's quickly going to become one of your favorites. So simple for a quick dinner night. I'm telling you, it heats up so fast. So y'all, I am not playing when I'm talking about quick dinner nights. Don't think I get on here and make fresh recipes every single day because that is not realistic for most of us. So I just want to do in my what I eat in a days. I love to show y'all like the practical dinners that I make. Just like I batch freeze my vegan ground beef crumble, I also batch freeze the cheddar cheese sauce that I like to make. So I made it a different day. I batch froze it, freeze it in little single servings. I have these mini 4-ounce mason jars that I put it in. I sit it out either the night before, or if it's in the same day because I didn't think about it, I'll just sit it in some hot water and let it defrost. And then I'll throw it in a blender with a little bit of plant milk, and boom, it's back to the proper texture. And this is not my recipe. Who actually posted this recipe is the Ghetto Vegans. I think it's their recipe. So I'll link their channel or the video in the description box below. I did switch it up just a bit for my liking, but this is their recipe. So you can check that out in the link below. But boom, we got fresh cheese sauce now.
You know what? In the interview, it does explain everything. But what I wanted to say was,
so now I'm just going to chop up a few of my favorite toppings for my tacos. I have some onion, a green onion, spring onion, whatever you want to call it, tomato, cilantro, and some romaine. I don't always add the romaine, but hey, I decided to chop some up today.
Pump up the jam. Pump up the jam. Pump up the jam. The crowd is jumping.
So to continue with this easy dinner night theme, I literally took this rice out the freezer, something that I saved a different time when I had extras left over. I took it out the night before, let it defrost, threw in a little bit of dry cilantro, and I'm also going to add a little bit of adobo seasoning just to season it up a little bit. So one of the things I like to add to my rice when I'm eating Mexican dishes is salsa. So I have some leftover salsa here from a container that I bought at one of my local grocery stores. And I'm just adding that to my rice. It really jazzes it up the way that I like. I know it's not the most visually appealing, but hey, this is what I love to do to my rice on Mexican dishes. And then again, continuing with this easy dinner night theme, I have some red beans here, some small red beans that I'm adding. I literally froze these as well from a different day. Defrosted them the night before, and I'm throwing them on top of my rice with a little bit of chopped onion and some cilantro. Now, if I don't remember to take it out the night before, then I literally just sit it in some hot water until it defrosts. And there, boom, this is the rice. And now for the start of the show, we're going to go ahead and hook up these tacos, okay? So I went ahead and made some fresh guacamole. If you haven't checked out my recipe, I'll link that in the description box below. I did make 2 videos, one where I'm showing you can make the guacamole in 3 minutes, and then also a detailed video if you want to know the key tips and tricks on how to make the perfect guacamole. So it's a super simple guacamole. It's totally a great base, and you can add to it if you like to add chopped veggies and things like that to your guacamole. That link is in the description box below. And now I'm just placing our vegan ground beef crumble, our taco meat on top of the guacamole with a little bit of salsa. And then I'm going to top it off with the rest of the stuff, y'all. Think you got a good look. Let me show you up close. Up close, y'all. Check this out. Y'all, this dinner right here is the dinner of champions, okay? Nah, but for real, y'all, this dinner is one of my favorites because I personally love tacos, and ground beef tacos at that used to be one of my favorite. So, man, God hooked me up. He showed me how to go ahead and make these as similar as possible to what I used to love. One of my favorites, super easy, a quick and easy dinner night. Batch freezing a lot of ingredients and using them for a different day is super helpful. You don't have to make everything fresh. But y'all, these are good. Try it out and let me know what you think. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like to be notified whenever I post, hit the subscribe button, and the bell icon will ensure you get notified. Also, hit me up on Instagram. It's your girl, Kia Love. Until next time, y'all, peace and love.